Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to do a classic rock reaction. This is Whole Lotta Love, Led Zeppelin, starting Led Zeppelin 2. What I'm going to do here, man, is I'm going to do the reaction to this is going to be the studio version. And then in another day or so or whatever, I'm also going to do a reaction to the live version. That's the song remains the same. And yeah, man, we're finally here. It only took me almost 2 damn months to get to Led Zeppelin 2. So here we go, man. Whole lot of love. Led Zeppelin. Let's get it.
You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send yeah, back to schooling. Way down inside, honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, want a whole lot of love. 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 You've been learning, baby, I've been learning. All that good time, baby, I've been the dirt bed. I'm way down inside. Honey, you need I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
This is Muddy Waters. Willie Dixon. Muddy Waters. I like the echo, the voice echoes. set of pipes on it, man.
Shake for me, yeah. I wanna be your backdoor man. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey,
To be able to sing like Robert Plant.
keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby.
Man, that was absolutely astounding. Masterful, man. I had my phones on the wrong way. Yo, man. That was incredible. Every single thing about this song was next level, man. You know, like the musicianship was, of course, where it comes to Led Zeppelin now, you know, it's second to none. So I'm not even going to talk about the musicianship. Let's just go right into the core things. There's three things about it, this song that hits me. Three things. One, that guitar solo. Incredible guitar solo. Whatever you're doing, it'll make you stop and listen, won't it? And the second thing is the use of this old Muddy Waters blues track. Fantastic, man. The use of the lyrics, those quintessential blues licks, those lyrics are just resounding, you know. Shake from me, girl. I want to be your backdoor man. You know, these lyrics, man, these licks are just, you can find them laced throughout so many blues tracks. The way these guys incorporate blues lyrics into their songs, it's just incredible. And anyone who listens to even a small portion of blues, you will come to identify a number of passages that are so familiar, you know. So Led Zeppelin's use of blues passages are just incredible, because to make one song, these guys are using, I'm guesstimating 10 to 15 different blues influences, different blues songs, taking bits and pieces, and just putting it together in its masterful form. Man, I'm telling you. And the third thing, and some of you are gonna scream at me through the screen for saying this, the standout in this song is Robert Plant's singing. The guitar riff is fantastic. The solo is excellent. The little drum silhouettes that John Bonham is doing is fantastic. All of that. And the little jamming bass lines that John Paul Jones is doing, fantastic. But the standout is the vocals of Robert Plant. It's the vocals in this song that makes this song so fantastic. And you know what? You can probably find, in someone's opinion, somebody who's a better singer, somebody who's more classically trained or whatever the hell, but the soulfulness in his singing, the groove, the jam, And the use of certain lyrics is just fantastic to me. He is, what did he say? He is earnestly courting this lady. I want to be your backdoor man. I want to give you every inch of my love. I mean, he is definitely making his intentions known, man. And he just goes straight for it. It's just so straightforward. The lyrics and the singing, it's powerful. It's impacting. And that is the biggest standout to me where this song is concerned. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic, man. Wow. See, I'm going off here. I'm not even reading, man. Let me get onto my structure here before I go off and I turn this into a hour-long video. Yo, man. Let me do some reading here, man. Wikipedia, Led Zeppelin. I'm just going to do a little, quick little synopsis of the band itself, and then some information about the song. Yeah, okay. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin were an English rock band formed in London in 1968. The group consisted of guitarist Jimmy Page, singer Robert Plant, bassist and keyboardist John Paul Jones, and drummer John Bonham. The band's heavy, guitar-driven sound has led them to be cited as one of the progenitors of heavy metal. Their style drew from a wide variety of influences, including blues, psychedelia, and folk music. After changing their name from the New Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin signed a deal with Atlantic Records that afforded them considerable artistic freedom. Although the group were initially unpopular with critics, they achieved significant commercial success. Led Zeppelin are widely considered one of the most successful, innovative, and influential rock groups in history. They are one of the best-selling music artists in the history of audio recording. Various sources estimate the group's record sales at 200 to 300 million units worldwide, with RIAA certified sales of 111.5 million units. They are the second best selling band in the US. Someone messaged me saying that that might have changed. They might now be the third best-selling band in the US. But according to Wikipedia, that's what I'm reading here. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995. The museum's biography of the band states that they were as influential during the 1970s as the Beatles were during the 1960s. That is a little intro of the band and formation of the song. Whole Lotta Love is a song by English rock band Led Zeppelin. It is the opening track on the band's second album, Led Zeppelin II, and was released in the United States, several countries in Europe, and Japan as a single. As with other Led Zeppelin songs, no single was released in the UK. The US release became their first hit single, being certified gold on the 13th of April 1970, having sold 1 million copies. It reached number 1 in Germany and number 4 in the Netherlands. Parts of the song were adapted from Willie Dixon's You Need Love, recorded by Muddy Waters in 1962.
You got yarning and I got funny. Baby, you look so sweet and cunning. Baby, wait inside. Woman, you need love. Woman, you need love. You got to have some love. I'm gonna give you some love. I know you need love. You just got to have love. You got to have some love. Y'all make me feel so good. You make me feel alright. You make me feel so good. Oh, you make me feel alright. You make me feel so good. You make me feel alright. She's so nice, she's so nice. 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 You are fretting and I am petting. Lot of good things, oh, you ain't getting. Baby, way down inside. Woman, you need love. I know you need love. You just gotta have some love.
Yeah. In 2004, the song was ranked number 75 on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. And in March 2005, Q magazine placed Whole Lotta Love at number 3 in its list of the 100 greatest guitar tracks. It was placed 11 on a similar list by Rolling Stone. In 2009, it was named the 3rd greatest hard rock song of all time by VH1. In 2014, listeners to BBC Radio 2 voted Whole Lotta Love as containing the greatest guitar riff of all time. John Paul Jones told Uncut magazine in January of 2009 that Page had began to come into his own as a producer around the time of this song. Jones said, and I quote, "The backwards echo stuff. A lot of the microphone techniques were just inspired, using distance miking and small amplifiers. Everybody thinks we go in the studio with huge walls of amplifiers, but he doesn't. He uses a really small amplifier and he just makes it up really well so that it fits into a sonic picture," unquote. Yeah, I really like those voice echoes that were kind of ringing back and forth as it was in the middle part of the song and it was just the drums. That was really, really cool. Kind of got your mind going a little bit. Yeah, man. So that is the background info of the song. I've heard this song before. I've heard this song a couple of times. And you know, with certain songs, you can, for me anyway, I can go back to where I first heard the song, what I was doing, how old I was, that sort of thing. In this particular case, in this song, the first time I heard this song was when I was in the forces. I was transferring from Army to Navy, and my first posting, man, I was where the hell were we? We were in Hawaii. We were off the coast of Hawaii doing a rim pack exercise, and man, all of the NATO fleets were there, man. And I remember that it was the last voyage of the USS Missouri. We were escorting her down to Pearl Harbor. And as we were escorting her, they were shooting a movie on it, a Steven Seagal movie. And we were also carrier escort. And we were escorting either the Carl Vinson or the Nimitz, one of the two. But anyway, we were doing a replenishment at sea, so we were taking on fuel and we were passing equipment and personnel back and forth. You know how the span wire goes and the jack stay and everything, and we're just passing stuff back and forth. And as we were doing that, and a whole bunch of us were on the bow and kind of receiving and sending stuff back and forth, this song was playing loud. It was just blaring off of the speakers on the bow. And once it got to that middle section of the song, and then it approached the guitar solo, somebody on the bridge cranked those speakers all the way. And that guitar solo, man, literally almost made everybody stop what they were doing. And it blew all of the speakers on the bow of our ship. Man. And so that was my very first introduction to this song. And a few other times I've heard this song, mainly at, parties, friends' houses and stuff like that. But I had never heard it in its entirety. So I was really looking forward to doing this reaction just so that I could hear it from beginning to end without any interruptions or without, my attention being, warranted elsewhere. So this was excellent. This was a great treat for me. But that is the memory that I have attached to this song, man. And speaking of memories, recently I got acquainted with Jeff Buckley. And it's a very, very funny thing because I'm now a new Jeff Buckley fan. I'm a new Led Zeppelin fan. And I was saying like a week or so ago that I'm going to be approaching Led Zeppelin 2. And of course, I was going to be reacting to Whole Lotta Love. As I'm doing the Jeff Buckley reactions, and I'm going through my process of reading, there was a part where in his bio on Wikipedia, I read that when Jeff was going for his swim in the Mississippi River, now that swim unfortunately was his very last. An accident occurred and he drowned. But he was singing this song as he was entering into the water, going for his his final swim. And so now that I'm a Jeff Buckley fan, this song has even more of an impact in meaning to me. It has a slightly eerie association factor now to the memory of Jeff Buckley. So in a way, if you'll allow it, this is a little bit of a kind of like a tribute to Jeff Buckley, to the memory of him. And I'm not ever going to definitely forget the association factor with this song and Jeff Buckley. I know that it's a memory that's always gonna be with me. Yeah, so shout out to you, Jeff. Tributes to you, man. You are a fantastic artist, and I just wish that you'd lived longer. You were so damn young, but so talented, and I'm glad that you're a Led Zeppelin fan. I'm discovering Led Zeppelin, and man, it's a trip that I'm on, let me tell you. So speaking of Jeff Buckley, man, I'm going to hook up with Mojo Pin, 1983, and I'm going to have him do the same thing for me that he did before. I don't know if you guys have seen my Jeff Buckley reaction. It's a quad. And so I think I'm going to do another quad. And I'm going to ask Mojo to set up another quad reaction for me to usher in the new year. So I'm thinking maybe the 1st of January, do a Jeff Buckley quad, kind of like a tribute sort of thing. So Mojo, hook me up with that, man. another Jeff Buckley quad. And I want to do that for January 1st. Okay? So, back to Led Zeppelin. These guys, man, as I'm discovering what they're all about, it's always like another layer. It's another dimension in that rabbit hole. And, they've got those really, really nice blues remakes like this. Update. I saw my pops. I went to see him. And I played some of these songs for him, and he had quite a reaction to When the Levee Breaks and the Lemon Song. And he was aware of Led Zeppelin covering some blues songs, but he had not heard them. The one that he had heard was You Shook Me. He knew that they had covered tracks, but he had never gotten as far as listening to them. Now, he's got friends who are aware of Led Zeppelin, are Led Zeppelin fans, but I guess in his circle and grouping, he never got around to actually really sitting down and listening to them and absorbing them. He's very, very camera shy, so I wasn't allowed to put him in front of the camera, unfortunately, to do any kind of reactions and commentary. But he did want me to pass on to all of you who were wondering, how he would receive it, that he says it's cool. He goes like, it's cool. So that means that he really, really likes it, basically. So that's an update on my dad. And I promised him that I would, as I keep going through the Led Zeppelin catalog and I keep discovering some of these blues remakes, that I'll present them to him once I've compiled them. But so far, he approves, and he really, really likes it, and he's blown away that a bunch of 20-something-year-olds back then could create this masterful kind of sound. Same thing that I was basically blown away by. So he was echoing the same things, that wow. And that's what he kept asking me as the songs were playing. These kids are 20, really? So that was really cool to share that with him. Anyway, I'm getting off track, man. So I'm just going down to my notes here real quick, just to get myself back into structure. Yeah, man. So I spoke about Jeff Buckley and and I want to do that quad for the new year. And I was right about Muddy Waters. And so what I'm going to do here, man, in the next week or so around Christmas time is I'm going to do Johnny Cash. I've got my Canadian rockers coming up. That's going to be featuring Neil Young. And of course, the artist of the month, Stevie Ray Vaughan. And on Christmas Day, I'm going to feature David Bowie. And David Bowie, he's going to be a quad reaction. And I've got a friend who really, really wants me to do a David Bowie reaction on Christmas Day. And she says that there's a certain song that she wants me to play and react to. So no problem, I'll do that. And it's going to be a quad reaction. So David Bowie, Christmas Day, look for that. And that's it, man. That's my notes. That's my update. And that's my reaction to Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. So Led Zeppelin, what I'm going to do in the next day or so is I'm going to do a reaction to The song remains the same version, and so look for that. And then I'm probably also right after that going to do another. Oh man, I can't remember what the name of the other song is. Led Zeppelin 2. I can't remember what the other song was that I was going to do a reaction to. What's the song after Whole Lotta Love on the actual Led Zeppelin record? That one. So sometime next week I'll be doing a reaction to that as well. So look for that, man. And I'm going to continue with Rush, and sometime probably right before the new year, I'm going to do Pink Floyd reaction, full album reaction of Metal. It's the album that Echoes is on. I think it's Metal. So that's my spreadsheet for the next week or two. And that's it for my notes, man. So anyway, listen, I'm going to get out of here, but thanks very much for joining me. I hope you like this reaction. Lots of great memories associated to this song, and a lot of them buried. I didn't remember certain things until I heard a certain part of the song. So really, really cool. Anyways, man, you guys have yourselves a good day. Look for my next Led Zeppelin reaction coming in a day or so, and I'll see you then. Take care. Peace.